Hello, my most amazing artists! Today we are going to learn about self-portraits or portraits. A self-portrait is a picture of yourself, and a portrait is a picture of someone else. So if you're drawing yourself, it's a self-portrait. If you're drawing anybody else, it's a portrait. There are two sheets here that you can use to look at to help you draw with the proportions of the face. And the weird thing will be for when you look at this. For example, when we draw eyes, they're in the middle of the face, not up at the top, which is what I see a lot. Middle of the face. So let's get into this. We are going to experiment. So you're going to circle drawing. And down here, I'm just going to practice the basic proportions. And then on my sketch side, I'm going to try to get it to look more realistic. So I'm going to draw. Here it says you can start with a circle, or you can draw right to an oval. We're going to follow this sheet because it breaks it down a little bit more. So I have my oval, and then I'm going to draw a little line coming down off of that oval and then erasing that. So here is my head shape. If you don't like that, you can work with it and shape it a little bit differently like Miss Miller just did. Okay, proportion. I'm going to draw a line through the center of the oval both ways. So here's the center. This will help me figure out where to put the facial features on the face. So on this line here, if you look here, it tells me I need to do my two eyes on this line. So I'm going to draw a little top of the eye. It looks like this person is happy. I might want to move that a little closer. Then I'm going to do the bottom of the eye too, so a little smiley face. Now they're connected. I can do my pupil, which is the black part of my eye, and then my iris, which is the colored part of my eye, in my eyeball. You can do some eyelids above that. If your eyes aren't the same size, you can always erase, like Miss Miller's aren't quite the same size, but this is just me experimenting, so I'm not too worried about that. And then I can add in my nose. Your nose is about halfway down this line. You could do a nose like that. You could do a little harder nose, which is where you take a dot on either side for the nostrils, connect it with a little bump, and then you're gonna have a little line on either side of your nose. Okay, mouth. Mouth is like halfway between the nose and the rest of the face. So I'm going to draw my lips, which is like a little M, and then a smiley face underneath. Now you can make your lips bigger, which I probably should make them a little bit bigger to fit this face. And then last but not least, my hair. So the top of the head has been blank, so I'm going to use that to make my hair. You can draw your hair however you want. And then these guidelines can be erased. I need an eraser, might work better for that. If my person has short hair, I also need to draw the ears on here. And you can add a neck and a body. That's up to you. Okay, so let's practice this again on the create or sketch side. So this is actually a person I want to create. So I'm going to draw this a little bit bigger. I'm just drawing right to my oval. You don't have to do that. You can draw the circle and then the little U underneath it. Drawing my halfway points. And then I'm going to start drawing my face on there. To make this look even more realistic, you should use some of the previous skills that you've already learned in art. So you could start adding some value in the eye to make it look more realistic. Add some darkness where the eyelashes are. Start adding in value, whether it's with your pencil or it's with another drawing utensil. And you can keep adding in value and colors. Maybe I want to add a little bit more onto this girl. Have fun.